One of Indonesia's most high-profile inmates is now a free man. Bakar Bashir left Gunung Sindur Prison after more than a decade behind bars. He was serving a 15-year sentence for his role in funding a militant training camp in Indonesia's northwest and was given sentence reductions for good behaviour. But for many, the name Bakar Bashir is a reminder of the worst bomb attack in Indonesian history. More than 200 people died when bombs ripped through Bali's tourist district at the hands of the group Jemaah Islamiyah. Bashir was one of the co-founders of the group and its organisational head at the time of the attacks. In 2002, TUMINI was working as a cashier at a popular club in Bali.
I could hardly stand the pain from the burns. I had to hold on to my intestines. I was afraid the inside of my stomach would fall out.
Her burns have healed, but her hearing never recovered, and she still feels traumatised.
He has done his sentence, and that's the law. But as a victim, I feel so angry.
In Australia, memorial sites have been built to honour the 88 Australians killed in the blast. 6 of them were Eric de Hart's friends. He was burnt trying to rescue others from the wreckage of a nightclub. He says Bashir's release is a disappointment.
He's never regretted it. He's never owned up to it, but the hatred still remains.
Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison says the release is difficult to accept.
This is very distressing to the friends and families of the Australians, the 88 Australians who were killed in the Bali Bombings of 2002. I still remember that day very vividly, like I'm sure many Australians do.
Bashir's supporters have long called for him to be freed because of his age and poor health, but the question of his release has always been controversial. Now, with his sentence up, authorities in Indonesia had no choice but to let him go, but he will be monitored by police for the rest of his life. Security experts say his influence has diminished during his time behind bars.
This doesn't change the equation of risk in Indonesia, and it doesn't suddenly up the danger that there are going to be more terrorist attacks or that he will do any inciting to terrorist attacks.
He often describes himself as just a preacher, but for those who survived the Bali bombings, Bakar Bashir will forever be remembered as a symbol of violence. Jessica Washington, Al Jazeera, Bogor.